we talking about Michigan and shit, because motherfuckers, every time I tell somebody I'm from Michigan, the first thing they say is,
Flint.
like, they say you from Detroit. Out here, you from the D? Bro, and then I never told nobody, because I met a couple people where they be like, we be out of town, they be like, somebody asks like, oh, where y'all from? They be like, oh, I'm from Michigan. The first thing, like, y'all from Detroit? Like, yeah, I'm from Detroit. You try to, but nah.
Boss claim.
Like, bro, I'm from fucking Muskegon. I know it's a small town as well, but we still got our own culture, our own individuality.
Right, you ain't heard of it, but I'm gonna rep my shit to the fullest. I'm gonna make you know this motherfucker.
I mean, I think that's a whole Midwest thing, because you know, in Chicago, that's how it is. Like, I know I say my whole address. Like, I'm from 147th to Maplewood Drive, Harvey World. What's good, my nigga?
Right.
We say the whole thing. Well, I'm 108th and Wallbad. What's good, Wild Hundreds?
Yeah.
You know, you rep your whole shit.
But if you ever met a nigga from the outskirts, I don't know if it's like Springfield or Gary and Andrews.
Yeah, you like burbs.
And somebody...
They say they from Illinois.
Yeah,
motherfuckers that's out the burbs, they don't say Chicago. They're like, I'm from Illinois.
Yeah, but it might be the same shit where they be like, somebody asks, like, where you from? I'm from Illinois. They be like, oh, you from Chicago?
And motherfuckers from Illinois get mad as shit. I'm from Illinois. I'm not from that shit they do over there. That's not what I do.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite for me, because growing up in like a smaller city.
Yeah.
Usually people start the claim. I ain't saying everybody from my situation, but I think it is kind of common with people like, I don't feel like explaining, like, you see this is like Michigan. I'm from right here.
I'm from Muskegon, right here. It's right underneath the line, right over here.
Right.
You know, right here where your grandma threw her trash out at.
Exactly.
That's where I'm from.
But I'm gonna rep that shit. I'm from Muskegon, Ski Town. BT to be motherfucking super specific. I'm from BT, downtown, Wood Street area. So yeah, I grew up there. That's where I'm from.
That's true. All right, man. Well, shit, we've been talking for a minute. Let's bring it in, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, episode 3.
Episode 3.
Or podcast 3, everywhere we want to put it.
Yeah.
It's the third one. This is the second filming. And this time I got everybody here.
Yeah, everybody
This is
here.
the first time I got everybody here. This is great.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to start it off right. We're going to do it good. Let's get this going. I'm going to start it off right. Hey, welcome. I got jumbled up. Yo, welcome to Room Service, the coldest podcast in the valley, baby. I'm your boy, bigz.
I'm your boy, Votti Mo, fresh from out of 810 Flint Town, representing.
He resigned in AZ, so I'm going to put this stick.
It's your boy Marcus, Chef Bailey. Family
to
called me white boy. Family
called me white boy,
and
that's about it.
Yeah, I'm only light-skinned nigga in my family, but I'm Wesley Snipes at heart.
Extra white, extra bright. That's my nigga, though.
Oh, yeah.
Bow Tie Podcast.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome. We here. All right. Let me get this stick going, bro. And y'all know,
Sunday.
It's good Sunday.
Good Sunday.
Before we start it off, I do want to get it straight. I want to we pay some respect to the God,
moment of silence.
the lyrical, the most in-depth, the spiritual, where he prayed after every show.
Yonkers
he
on.
did.
Yonkers on.
I mean, he was anointed, as Charlemagne said.
Mm-hmm.
He was anointed. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have met him before. I really do. But I want to give a moment of silence, moment of prayer, moment of love.
Yeah, for Yonkers
to
on.
the legendary DMX, baby.
DMX,
baby. We clap it up for him. They have some love. We loud love, baby. Hey, man, you resting easy, D. We gonna hold it down for you. I was straight ready for that new album, but man.
Your legacy live on forever, man. Moment of silence.
All right, we out there. We can't have too much dead time.
Not too much time.
Too much dead time.
That was for you. He a legend.
That was love. I was just to show love and respect.
Gone too soon. Lost that 50.
On some real shit, what's y'all first DMX song that y'all heard? That had y'all like, nigga, I'm a fan.
I want to say my first one I heard was DM. Them niggas going that we got it. We get it. With it. All you gotta
go, nigga, go.
But what made me fall in love with DMX lyrically, I would say, and it really touched me. If you really listen to it, it'll be the song "Slipping."
Yeah.
Hey yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. If
you listen to
him at the beginning,
get up.
To live is to perish. You feel me? To die. You hear me?
Like I said, that man was anointed. He was a pastor in his own right.
Yeah. For me, it was I heard Rough Riders Anthem, and then I heard him like on the radio and shit like that. But the first song that like hit me is just being a little kid listening to my older sister album. I think it was Dark. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And I heard that song Damien. Even as a kid, like not fully understanding, I could understand like he talented.
He was grasping.
Just how he broke down the song and he was talking to the devil, I think, But
like he was always speaking to God. He was always. I felt like he was always working out some issues and anything he was.
He had a lot of.
Demons.
I mean, he had demons.
A lot of demons. He was fighting them young.
Like he said, it's his best friend, his homeboy, some nigga that he trusted.
Oh yeah.
You know, gave him a woolly. They don't know what woolies is out here in AZ, but you know, if you don't know, a woolly is a lace blunt.
Just like a Mickey or some shit. It's all the same. You know what I'm saying?
Lace as hell.
Corn dogs.
A young kid, crack.
Yeah.
That's the shit that'll fuck you up.
It's like I ain't never like I had big homies like that. That didn't have the best fucking influence on me. Now looking back at it, being like around their age, I was when I was like 13, 14, I can see like, damn, they was a little. I wouldn't do that to the younger generation. Cause I
want to see you do better.
Yeah, a little nigga to come up to me, even like to smoke with a little nigga, was like, I ain't finna smoke with nobody who's like 12.
Cause you don't really know no better. They don't really know no better as a kid. They don't know what this can get you into. You know?
Yeah, I ain't finna. I had an old homie used to drink. That motherfucker had Seagrams, like blue top. He used to pick me up. I skipped school. This motherfucker. He used to try to fuck with my sister, so he was trying to get in good with me. This nigga used to come around with pints, fucking, he around catching plays, all that shit. And I just be riding around with him, smoking weed with him and shit.
Yeah.
Now looking back, like, I wouldn't, bruh. I ain't got that in me to do that to a young man trying to fucking just help him.
I mean, I was growing up in Chicago, like my aunt and them, they smoked weed and shit like that, but they did that shit in the garage. They kept it away from us.
Right.
I mean, later on we knew what it was. Like, nigga, I know what that smell is. Y'all in there smoking the loudest of the light.
Right.
The stickiest of the stickiest.
Right.
And I would like to participate. You like to join? Thank you.
Right.
But my aunt, you know, they taught us the real way, nigga. You got to put in on this shit.
Yeah.
But you know, we had, you know, everybody got them junkies in their family. We had my uncles, we had uncles junkies. Yeah, even my pop was a cokehead.
But see, speaking of that, I want to give a big shout out to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my mom, because she really taught me the game on the smoking tip. She's taught me the game. That's the first person I ever really smoked with. She taught me, you know, if you're gonna smoke, make sure you have your own. If you're gonna smoke with somebody, make sure you see them roll it, because everybody don't smoke like you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be aware. You know what I'm saying? And by her teaching me the game at such an early age, I wanted to smoke and wanted to be grown. You know, just to be careful and be aware. You know, everybody not like you. Everybody don't do the things that you do. Right. You know, and as a kid, you gotta be aware not to be manipulated easily.
Yeah, and it's just about just bringing like some street smarts to it. Well, I've been around like homies. They say like. Even just say like DMX, where he's talking about, are you gonna hide this from your kids? Do you want to hide that part? Like he said, nah, I'm gonna show them what it is.
I'm gonna show them what.
And I'm gonna say just break it down for them. Like this is what it is. You gotta show them the bad. You gotta show them the good. You gotta tell them what's gonna come with the bad and what's gonna come with the good. I mean, you gonna have fun doing certain shit, but just like you said, your mom showed you, like, watch you rolling your shit up. Cause I got a couple homies that done smoked some shit where they ain't been right ever since.
If the TV ain't telling motherfuckers or showing motherfuckers that even your closest nigga can do you dirty,
yeah.
Take the heat. Read some books, people. They tell you this shit. Read some books.
Right.
I tell you like this. Me personally, it's fun to get high and low. I don't need nobody. You hear me? Nobody. I smoke on my own.
Very true. My weed lasts longer.
Exactly. Most people be like, it get bored when you smoke by somebody. I need somebody to talk to. Shit, I'm talking to myself.
That's what I'm I got somebody to talk to. I got 39 people living in my head. I talk to them all the time. I got one to town like Emma.
I got somebody that you can talk to about that.
Yo, shit.
Yeah.
No,
hey man, y'all know they don't take black mental health seriously. I might be really fucked up.
I said 39. I said damn.
39. I know the exact numbers.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
I know the exact numbers.
He got more people in his head than more flavors than Baskin Robbins. They only got 32. He said he got 39.
Do y'all think, speaking of like mental health and like drugs and all that shit, do y'all think that weed could be a problem?
Weed?
Yeah.
I thought you said weed at first. Like, nigga, I'm
weed,
not a problem.
No, speaking of weed, would you like some?
No, I'm straight.
Okay, I think weed is not a problem. I think weed open up a lot of trap thoughts in people's head.
See, I don't even like.
I think because the way I think about it, when I smoke, I get my creative juices flowing. I get to thinking about things. I be artistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I accomplish a lot of things while I'm high. Most people say high slow them down and things like that, make them lazy. You're smoking the wrong shit. All right, you're smoking the wrong shit. Get some shit that's gonna keep your ass in motion. And you know what I'm saying? Don't get the shit that's gonna make you lazy, cause that sucks. Get some shit that's gonna keep you, in motion.
Yeah. How I feel about weed, cause I grew up. I started to smoke. First time I smoked was 11.
Okay.
And I smoked from 11 all the way to like basically right now. Maybe the off period of a couple months and shit like that. But now that I get older, I like to smoke by myself sometimes. But it was a certain point in my life where it's certain things that you put to the back of your head or you put on the back burner, like that you don't want to think about. And it can be like deep issues, like some shit that like childhood trauma, whatever the fuck it is. You don't want to think about. What weed does, if you smoke and you get high, it's gonna put that to the forefront, and it's gonna force you to think about those things. Now, when people talk about paranoia and things that they start tripping off of weed, it's probably because it brings that to the forefront, and it forces you to think about it. Like, no, you got to deal with these problems. That's when people say like they have bad mushroom trips or bad weed highs and shit. So a lot of times it brings up those problems that it forces you to look at like, nah, you got to deal with this, my nigga.
Facts.
Right, yeah.
Hey, baby, bro, you keep punching the wall. Ain't nobody there. Do something about yourself.
I ain't been high, bro.
But I'm telling you, no, these 39 people that live in my head, they all cool. They got their own houses, spouses, projects. I'm just telling you, look, and one of them silent. He's silent.
Hold on. You for real? I roll here with you, my nigga. Hey, drive this motherfucking on traffic. I ain't trying to
you think, hey, bro, Taekwon drove us here. I was too fucked up to drive.
Fuck.
We came from a whole party.
We see biggz have a lot of out-of-body experiences due to marijuana.
Well, see, they just smoke weed. See, I also microdose. I do Molly. I like to expand my mind. That's how I get creative and I write.
You're an adult.
I am an adult.
You've been out in AZ too. You ain't in Chicago no more.
It's not true. I've been around a lot of white people.
To a lot of different drugs. They be doing everything.
Yeah. I've been around a lot of white people right now. That's literally where it goes.
Anything like me growing up, you do anything besides weed and liquor.
There's something wrong with you. You crackhead.
They did
crackhead. Oh, trust me. I didn't touch the shit till I was in AZ, and it wasn't until I was a complete adult. I started touching. Molly was recently this year.
Yeah.
I done that shit. And, woo, that's a story, but I don't think I can tell that on camera.
I don't think that just don't. I don't know. That's just like not my cup of tea. Like, if weed don't get me high, I'm gonna be like a painter, a carpenter, or something. Cause I'm scared of needles. I can't shoot myself up with no drugs. I'm not putting nothing up my nose.
You know what Molly do for you?
I hate when water get up my nose.
Do you know what Molly do?
What Molly do for me?
It make you feel like Batman. You have no fears.
No, that's why. No, my nigga, that's why Batman is Batman.
Batman's scared of bats, though, bro. That's why
I want to.
I'm not gonna say it's not gonna fix you guys have some childhood traumas that it's gonna bring to the forefront.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah,
that was some childhood trauma that he was scared of bats. All right, let's get this straight.
Yeah. I heard a nigga told me he had pops where he had did the powder molly. He said he was chilling around some motherfuckers. I was just chilling and shit, and him and a couple of homies that did some molly. Man, he said he would sit on the couch with two other niggas and shit, and he said he was listening to music. He said before I know it, we was just holding hands. He said, wasn't no gay shit.
Oh
he was like, bro.
God.
He was like, bro.
No.
Bro, I was listening, I was like, okay. But I'm like, all right, I'll be over while I listen to your story. He said, yeah, it wasn't shit gay at all. It's like we just held hands.
Was everybody scared they was gonna lose their life or something? Like
No. He said he was like they held hands because he felt connected. He's like, oh man, he's like,
what song was y'all?
Said, what's wrong with this,
what
bro?
song was they listening to?
I don't know what song.
I don't never want to listen to that song.
But he told me, I was like,
around y'all
okay.
niggas.
I never want to do
I ain't never did Molly.
I never
I don't
did
know.
my.
It's
All I ever
amazing.
did was smoke weed.
But somebody,
Alright.
yeah,
It's
story about
amazing.
that.
Do it around people you trust.
Right.
And if you have a significant other, at the time you do Molly, they will be appreciative. That's all I can say about it. They will very be appreciative.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need Molly for that.
Fuck you, nigga. I don't need it either, but it was fun to have, bitch. Fuck you.
It sounds good, but God,
It was a great experience, bitch.
What
So
you
what was
talking
the
about, like,
experience? Come on, give us detail.
Yeah,
I'm
detail.
guessing.
Y'all want me to go detail?
It's like last longer because I don't give a fuck about lasting longer. It's like
It's not even about, nigga, you go stronger. You like, you remember how you used to get hard in 9th grade?
yeah, I remember.
You remember 9th grade hard? That's how hard you used to get.
Yeah.
I couldn't fit the condom. That's how hard I was.
For the ladies, I'm a Scorpio. I still get hard like I'm in the 9th grade, maybe the 7th grade.
Fuck this nigga. He
This
smoke
was
weed.
one of
This
them
nigga
things,
don't
though,
get
bro.
hard like that. He smoke weed.
Yeah, I mean, being on a certain
Thanks, my lady.
under certain subject, this is crazy. Because one of my epic times having sex. Well, I was like fucking what's the nigga name? Meteor Man? What's the device?
It was fucking Meteor Man?
No.
You felt like me, man.
I said, what's that fucking dude?
Robert, something like that. He played
Robert
Fire
Thompson?
Beats. Yeah, Robert Thompson. There we
Yeah,
go.
I felt like him.
Okay.
This is the crazy thing. I was sick too. This is when I was like 19. I took Theraflu. I went on no Molly and no other shit like that, but it was Theraflu, and the Theraflu made me feel weird. But
That's the
Top-
light skin shit.
no, what they got to do with their light skin, man?
They can't handle their shit.
Just like fire, every time I gotta prove my blackness. Prove my blackness.
He gotta prove his.
Every time I come to me, I gotta prove my blackness.
He calling him a house nigga.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yes, he is. He said he in the house, we in the field.
Not even, because Marcus.
You damn near light skin nigga though.
No, I'm caramel, nigga. Don't
You
put me in
damn
that
it, you damn
side.
it, light skin. In 1830, you been a light skin motherfucker. You been in the house next to me, fast and butter.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
How did we get on the slavery? How did we get to slavery?
Yeah, you call him a light skin nigga.
Light skins and
I
shit.
didn't call him a house kicker.
Nah, but the crazy thing, I'm the only light skinned motherfucker in my family, so I have to
This is
deal
very
with all
true,
that
y'all.
shit. Everybody in my family,
They all look
fucking-
like this.
Yeah, not all of them, but like most of them.
Majority
But
of
I
it.
seen the Green Mile,
They look like coffee.
Giant Coffee. Yeah, Giant Coffee. Who fuck, Terry
Walking the
Crews.
green
Okay.
mile.
They all huge, motherfucking Mandingo warriors and shit.
Oh, you said who you say? Tom Cruise? You say Terry Crews?
Terry Crews.
Okay, that's another Flint representative. All right, I hear that.
Terry
Yeah, oh,
Crews.
he is from Flint. I forgot
Yeah,
about
he went to
the
Saginaw.
Terry Crews.
He went to Saginaw.
Yeah, then he went to
I don't
Western
give a fuck.
Western
Terry
Michigan.
Crews be on some bullshit sometimes. I'm sorry.
Oh, with the
fuck Terry
sexual
Crews.
allegations and shit.
That too. He ain't pro black all the time, B. That nigga ain't pro black all the time. I'm sorry.
What's the standard of being as far as like when you can respect somebody from like the same culture? You can say they from the culture, but if you pass this line, it's like, oh, bro,
Kanye
give us
West.
some other shit.
Kanye?
What about Kanye?
Kanye West is that's the line. When you get when you reach that nigga, you have gone too far.
With the Trump shit?
Yeah, you've gone too far.
It's like,
Kanye West
I
is
fuck
the line.
with Kanye West, but
I'm a Chicago native, baby. Well, not native, but I'm a representative.
I feel
Representative.
Be a
I
representative.
feel like he don't got a good PR representation.
No, he ain't got no good black people in his life.
That too, man, where I think some
Because
shit
niggas
where,
will stop you from doing half the shit. Nigga, stop. You doing too much.
Yeah,
You doing
yeah.
too
The
much.
when you talk about
It's a big reason why his wife left, and it gotta be a big reason.
No,
niggas
see,
be
no.
mental illness like that too.
I want to put this out here. Y'all can't blame. This is Kanye's first marriage. This is Kim's third failed marriage. Do not put that shit in that nigga court. You cannot blame him. She had 3 tries of this shit.
But I'm just saying, maybe it was his weirdness.
Bitch, you knew who you were coming in with. He came out weird.
I've heard stories like Kanye always been.
He's always been this way. He ain't never switched up for nobody. I've seen interviews, video, all this shit. He ain't switched up. Bitch, you knew what you was getting into.
It got to more of an extreme the older he got though. Yeah, like as far as
More
I know
money
he
he
always
got.
had ego.
Because
and
the
all
more
that
money
shit.
you get, the more stream you can be. This nigga is now the richest black man in the United States.
I consider Kanye back in the day at least. I consider him like pro-black though, right?
He is very pro-black. Trust me.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. You can say like he's pro-black.
That was the most legendary moment ever. George W. Bush does not care about black people.
But some people would say like that's just him flying off the handles and just like
that's basically what they do it. But the messed up part is he probably does have mental health issues. But in our community, we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We're doing more now. But we don't talk about our traumas. We don't talk about our childhood shit. That's not what we do. We laugh about it, we pray about it, and we move the fuck on.
Yeah.
That's what we always been doing.
Like,
we getting better at it though. We getting better to talk about our shit up front.
Yeah. I'm better to talk about like I would say like cause on my page, like my social media and everything, like I talk about like cause I'm all for my people, but I have a different perspective than like mainstream and how everybody else view
what the fuck are you texting?
I got this, don't worry about that.
How people view like the problems of the black community, because everybody can kind of agree like it's the same problems, but the way like the solution is getting brought about, I have a different take on that, and sometimes I feel like especially being light skinned, I get called like a fucking Uncle Tom quick as fuck.
I'm sorry. I know I make fun of light skinned, dark skinned niggas. Look, my mama white, all right?
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, she looked white at least.
Damn near.
If we walked in a grocery store, they would think I'm robbing her. That's how white my mama looked.
Yeah, my mama legit look. She don't look white. She look like she Iranian or some shit. But she half and half. But my brother darker than you. I got a couple brothers. My brother dark. Both my brothers darker and my sister darker than you. But my sister a little lighter.
My sister and my brother, they actually lighter than you.
Yeah. But like, how do y'all feel about the overall, generally speaking, just in a whole problem in the black community as far as like the prison industrial complex, the legacy of slavery, the shit that came from generation to generation?
That's gonna be a lot to tackle.
That's when we're going to
a
deep.
That's we gotta go live and take, because that's a real deep thing. Because we get
on another episode.
That's when we need the live feedback on that.
That's when I want to bring a specialist in to talk about this and strives in the community. A doctor that knows, because I can speak on it. Yeah. We can speak on it, but we don't know facts, numbers, figures. Right. I'd rather get educated on the matter.
I can throw numbers out there.
I mean, I just feel one thing about the black culture. I just feel like us as people, we scared to put a hand out there and see what we're gonna get back. Why you think the Iraqis and the people from over there own the liquor? No, but look, they own the liquor stores and stuff like that because we scared to really put our hand out there and get a no though.
But you gotta realize
it's been no's.
We've had the communities. We've had them.
And
motherfuckers have destroyed our communities that we built up.
You say like
think about Greenwood.
Or even
Tulsa.
As far as like as recent something that's going on right now, like if you are an immigrant and you come over here, it's a certain period of time that you can get like a lot of tax write-offs as far as like to help you build a business. That's why a lot of people, they won't go into the white neighborhoods, starting a liquor store doing this. They can go in the black neighborhoods because it's cheaper and they get write-offs, and then they just switch from Ahmed is the owner right now. Then they just switch it to his son, switch it to a cousin or uncle. Exactly. They have their whole family running that store, and then they can be 20 years, and they keep renewing the shit. And
that's what I'm saying. Like
less on
us in our community, we
already
here. Yeah. We already here,
and we don't have those benefits.
And when we were supposed to generate our generational wealth for our next generation, we started it. We finally got on the path. In the 60s, in 96, in the 20s. In the 20s, we were getting on a path of building generational wealth. And the war on drugs happened.
Even then, it's like the war on the black family.
They teach, everybody loves talking about the amendments, about the Fifth Amendment. They spelled that shit. We're like, motherfucker. We got Fifth Amendment, and niggas love talking about Second Amendment, my right to bear arms. But the truth of the matter is the 14th Amendment what keeps us all free. And that's a constant thing that we're always fighting about. It's our freedom. The 14th Amendment literally states that we're all equal. equal. It doesn't say white people over this, black over this, Mexican over this. No matter what it is, it says we're all equal. And this is why we always have these fights where we have the when we go back to Jim Crow segregation. They were separate but equal, but it wasn't to Brown v. versus Board of Education that it showed. Yes, we're separate, and you're saying we're equal, but my textbooks don't look like yours. Our test results don't look like yours because we're not getting that same knowledge and not learning the same aspects. The same thing when they did with the baby doll test. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the baby doll test.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know, they said 100-something kids, black doll, white doll, asking black and white kids, which is a good doll and which is a bad doll. And 98% of it, the white doll's a good doll, the black doll's the bad doll.
Yeah,
this is
exactly all those questions. Who's pretty? Which one is the pretty?
Exactly. It's a lot. And this is the shit that we've had to deal with as a society. Like when people want to say, oh, racism, it was a long time ago, that shit does affect people and builds in generation because now our grandmothers and grandfathers, our great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers taught us to look, go ahead and get up there in the world. Don't do too much. Don't get yourself killed. Because every time we leave the house, it's a worry we're not going to make it back.
How much of that do you think is like, you have to take responsibility, like the motherfuckers, you have to take responsibility that I just went out and I'm out here on bullshit, I'm on demon time, and a nigga gets shot, and then a little girl gets shot on the same shit. That shit crazy, cause like some of that shit has to be like, we gotta take responsibility.
I said around the 80s is when we should have took responsibility.
Yeah, but it's like certain, it's like
when drugs entered our communities in low risk areas. Just think about this, like Cali, the West out here, the West Valley, y'all out here. Out here is where drugs hit the worst. Like Cali had that shit on lock. They had that shit in a square block radius. When they tried to bring that shit towards the Midwest, we had leaders in charge. Like in Chicago, we had Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton kept motherfuckers at bay. Like, no, that ain't gonna come here. He had the west side of Chicago on lock, which made the other parts of the south side take notice. And he had gang members on lock, which had gangs on the other side, so they made sure, hey, no, we don't do that around here.
Yeah.
It's like drugs didn't hit heavy, like especially the crack epidemic, didn't get heavy until the mid 80s, late 80s in Chicago because we kept it at bay so long. It mainly stayed out here in the west side, west coast.
Yeah, and a chemist made crack cocaine.
Exactly.
I think all we agree is like once you start adding like an alkaline substance to the acidic substance of powder cocaine and you start mixing it, 7-1 parts and all that. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know the exact recipe. I don't know the exact recipe. But I know that it is.
If you take a hit of it, you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah, that shit is that, and then you can watch like documentaries on the guy, I think Bobby Seale, and then the guy from...
I mean, you do it like this. KV's favorite show, Snowfall.
Snowfall.
They show you it all.
You haven't watched Snowfall?
I hate seeing the but like, damn, this shit fucked up. Look at this scene. I like this.
And you don't know what's going on?
I don't want to watch. I don't want to look at it because I don't want to ruin it when I do. Because I can binge watch it now. I can be introduced
I'm going to tell you like this. I've been watching some good shows on television lately. Snowfall is my number one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Franklin Saint. He doing this thing out here.
That's the main character.
That's the main character.
He got
with the cane. Yeah. That's my homie. biggz over here hating. That's my homie. You feel me?
I know.
And another good show out right now, For Life. It's based on a true story. The guy,
like a producer on there, right?
50 Cent is a co-producer on there, and it's about a guy. He got life. Wrongly convicted, they end up getting life in prison. 9 years into it, he ended up becoming a lawyer and getting himself out.
Been out for a while.
On Hulu, it said it came out. I want to say this year or last year.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So it's some really good things on
Have
TV
y'all
right
noticed
now.
a lot of pro-black shit coming on TV? I'm loving it. Give it up for all the pro-black shit coming on.
Yeah.
Like they got the Soul of a Nation. If y'all ain't seen that, there's focus on Black joy. There's a question they ask on Soul of a Nation. I'm gonna ask that question to y'all. This is room service. We ain't all about food here. We talk about real life shit.
Okay.
So let's talk about it. It was a question on there that says, when was the moment you realized you were black? Do y'all know the moment you realized you were black?
I want to say I realized I was black early on in life, I want to say, cause I caught on. I was kind of got to grasp things quick. So I want to say, about like 5. We got food stamps. Low budget. My mom's doing what she can.
Wait.
I mean, that is kind of like because
being
black.
Be considered black
Because you don't know a lot of white people that have food stamps. I don't because look, I'm telling about where I'm from. Michigan is predominantly black. You don't see a lot of white people there.
It's a lot of white people there though.
Not in Flint.
Well, not in Flint, but I'm saying like it's a lot of white people. Well, on the other side, on the west side, it's like it's very, very segregated. Like I didn't see a lot of Mexican people, but I did see black part of the city and then the white part. It's like half and half down there. Mm-hmm. But the black part is kind of fucked up. Well, I kind of knew that, but I had the privilege of kind of growing up while I was able to see both sides of like from poverty and from like not being rich but having like a middle class or upper middle class.
So when was the first time you heard you was black?
I didn't think about it, and I didn't think about race like that until like I've heard stories like my uncles and shit. They talk like yeah, it's whatever. But in class, like as far as like the racial discussion, I've heard my parents talk about because I was named after like Marcus Garvey. But I've known about them. But as far as like worrying about the color of my skin or I'm better if it's the light skin. But worried about like where they acknowledge like racism exists. My dad, I remember it was this little white boy. It was at a skating rink, and it was my little cousin's birthday party, and then my cousin had a bunch of dollars pinned to his shirt.
That's that black shit.
Yeah, he had a bunch of dollars pinned to his shirt. We all skating around, and I guess it was the owner's son or somebody, one of their family.
Okay.
I didn't know that at the time, but he just ran up and then he was like acting like a little fucking asshole. And we up in a white neighborhood too. So like we kind of the only black people up in there. Even before then, that's crazy. Even before then, I kind of knew, I heard like the whispers, which I don't think this was healthy for my parents to do. Like, you're not finna embarrass me in front of these white folks. I'm pretty sure a lot of black people probably heard that. Like if you had a nicer restaurant or you in a store, like you ain't finna embarrass me in front of these white folks. But we was around a bunch of white folks, and then they snatched my cousin money, and he skated off and then ran off, and he ran off to his family. That had like on the other side of the skating rink. We all broke. It was like 5 little kids, dark skinned kids. Except for me, I was the one little caramel chocolate chip out of everybody. I fucking everybody took their skates off, ran over there barefoot.
Macadamia.
Yeah, macadamia.
One butterscotch ass nigga running up.
Bro, we ran up on that motherfucker, bro. Bro, they parents and them adults, them that hurt themselves trying to get to us, trying to stop it and asking us like, and we got treated like the problem. And this little motherfucker then stole my cousin's birthday money.
Facts. Like
he was the aggressor or whatever, and then they worked it out or whatever, and then I could hear my uncle like, yeah, them white folks, they like they don't try to come over because we black. They think we some niggas and all that shit. And I remember that, and I remember walking home from the store one time because we lived in a nicer neighborhood when I was younger, and we walking down the street, and we cut through a yard, and this he had to be in his 30s and shit. He was younger, he wasn't old, but it was just this white dude came up running full fucking speed with a golf club, a 9-iron and shit. It's me and my 2 cousins, and he ran up on us, and then we like turned around and looked. He said, what the fuck are you doing over here? And, like we walking from the store, we had like little Debbie cakes and 50-cent juice and all that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying? You ran through my
You look a white man right up. Hey boy, what you doing over here with them Debbie cakes?
He was like a frat boy. He looked like a frat boy. Had his shirt off.
Oh shit.
All that shit with a golf club.
He just got off of a rager.
Yeah, and then
ain't that what they call it? A rager, man. We had a rager.
Yeah, I'm scared as hell because the oldest person is like 11. That's my older cousin. He's like 11. So we little ass kids, and he got a grown ass man got a golf club, and he's like, "You fucking niggas better not walk through here again."
I wasn't expecting you to say the N-word. God damn.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm quoting him. Then we walked home. My little cousin crying. We all mad. Like, what the fuck just happened? We walk home, we told my dad this stuff. Now my dad was a pastor, but he still went for that bullshit. Like we told him that. He said, "What?" He said, "Show me." Everybody got in the car. We got in my dad's truck. We drove over there. He knocked on the door while we were sitting in the car, and I'm scared as fuck. But he knocked on their door, and the dude answered the car, and then he started pointing towards the truck. And I could tell like my dad he wasn't screaming or yelling at the top of his lungs, but he was pointing. He was talking aggressively to him, and the dude was like, and then the dude ended up coming over to the truck, and I'm still a little nervous, and my dad came over there and he rolled the windows down. He's like, "I'd just like to apologize. I thought you guys were somebody did. I didn't know you guys were a little kid, all this shit." But he apologized. My dad made him apologize for this.
Hey, bro, how you think his daddy went up there? He went up there in the hood voice like, "Hey, bro, who the fuck you think you fucking around with my kid?"
That's my motherfucking kid right there.
Hold on. Or did you think he went up there, old school preacher? Boy, when I came over here, God blessed me with strength. I said, "Please, Lord, give me patience." But you ever. He did a Kurt Franklin, how Kurt Franklin went off on his son. "Who'd you ever disrespect me? I will fuck you up." Boy, he said, "Don't get." He said, "I'm more than a conqueror."
Hey.
Can I get a witness up in here?
He got results, all right?
Yeah.
That's all I say, he got results.
Boy.
You talk about Kurt Franklin and the son?
Yeah,
First off, hey, Kurt Franklin's son is a bitch ass nigga, bro.
He's too
Real
old for some
shit,
shit
bro.
like that.
He
Too old.
I'm thinking like it's a 14-year-old little kid.
I did
mad,
too.
Bro,
I
this
did
nigga
too when
in
I
his
first heard
30s,
it.
bro, was like, bro, get your
He
bitch
older
ass
than us.
home.
Right.
Then even if it don't matter the age, bro, you recording your fucking dad and try to expose him on some shit.
Exactly.
Man,
Nigga that
your
done fed
bitch
you
ass
your
right
whole
there,
life.
man. He a whole ass nigga, man.
He over here dancing for the Lord and you getting mad.
Cause he
You
gonna
see-
shoot it.
You hear how he talk to me? If you would have heard how my daddy talked to me, your daddy was is blessed, sanctified. Oh shit, sanctified.
Woo, slow down, bigz.
Sanctified. My daddy was just light skinned and angry. That's probably why I talk about light skinned niggas. I'm sorry, blame that nigga. He was the smoothest talking motherfucker I knew. He only nigga I know that can go in the drive-thru and say, "Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing? You good, sweetheart? You look like you having a radiant day." And walk out of that bitch for 3 free sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
We call that a smooth
That's
operation.
it, like a motherfucker.
That's what we call that right there. So what's new in y'all lives, man? Give the people some what's new.
Well, it is room service. So I'll bring up the culinary world. We all work in you still work in the industry?
I still work in the industry.
So we all cooks, chefs and shit where we cooking and shit. What I got going on in my life is that I am doing the private chef gigs right now. And then I'm building a brand right now where starting a restaurant, in the process of starting a restaurant, kind of bringing a Midwest style fried chicken out to AZ, and hopefully in the near future opening up a spot back home in Michigan.
I would love to do something back home.
Yeah. But
you gotta go back to your roots. Can't never forget about where you come from.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can never forget about.
For sure. Like what was I about to fucking say? I'm drunk.
Well, he don't know, bigz. What's doing in your life, bigz?
I mean, you know me, I know I cater on the side already. You know, we got this shit going for us now. You know, watch out for me doing that stand-up shit soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be on my stand-up shit. I'm still working some shit out. As Dion Cole said, I'm working this shit out.
Okay.
These are jokes, people. All of them ain't gonna be funny right away, people.
I like that,
right.
Yeah, like these are some jokes.
I like the bit where he got the notepad.
Yeah. You like look around.
Yeah, that's a dope
All right.
bit.
Okay, I see y'all fucking with that.
You know, shit. All right.
He wanna try something new out with y'all.
That's my mindset.
Like, even if it ain't funny, or he might even make it intentionally not funny on purpose. And if it don't laugh, you're like, okay, they ain't
Or be like,
and then people will laugh regardless.
nigga, that shit was funny. I don't care what y'all
Yeah.
say. That shit was funny.
I'm gonna use it anyway.
I laughed.
It was good to me.
Some shit. But yeah, other than that, nigga, we just cooling, bro. I'm just trying to. I'm loving that it's so much black, brown, ethnic non-white. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying this in general because you don't see a lot of it in buildings growing up, especially out here in AZ. There's not a lot of black-owned. It's probably at the most 18 black-owned restaurants. And that goes from bakeries to pop-up spots, all this stuff. I know about half the owners that's out this way.
I probably know about the other half.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm loving that more and more of us are coming up. I'm seeing more Jamaican spots pop up. Big up to my people, y'all. Boop, boop. You know.
Hey, you got to give me a recommendation for some good Jamaican food.
I'll let you know after the show because they ain't plugged in. And, you know, I would love to plug them in, but they can plug me in when I get plugged in.
I was saying something good I had. I'm not gonna say it's about some good. I had some good curry chicken not too long ago.
We cut KVO.
What the
you doing, nigga?
Oh well, what am I doing? I'm sorry. Let me tell you what Votti Mo is doing. Well, I recently got a gig to be back at the casino, Desert Diamond. So I'm kind of hesitant to see if I'm gonna take that or not. I got this. Oh, and
flame, bro.
Pause.
And
nigga, is this attached to you?
Yeah. You're not stealing my lighter.
That's why I said pause.
You're not stealing my lighter.
This nigga got the
handy dandy.
I should attach the shit.
Go gadget.
He got the go gadget. Never stealing my shit.
Never. You hear me?
I should have attached that. I reattached it. I can't.
I couldn't. I ain't want to do all that, but shit.
I got that shit as well.
I
ain't never seen a go gadget on a.
Yeah, go gadget.
I need me with the.
I got you.
Hey,
let me get this up there for you.
No, fuck that. I need my shit.
I understand that.
I need my shit. I can't have my shit coming up missing.
No.
Right.
But
I got blowtorches. I know what my shit coming up missing. I'ma fuck everybody. Who took my blowtorch? I need my wax.
People look like they got a pole in their pocket and shit.
I'm like, nigga, I know your mama didn't bless you like that. Give me my shit out your pants.
You stole my pistol and my fucking lighter, goddamn.
I mean, motherfuckers. I ain't got it on me.
But other than that, I got a catering gig due at the end of this month in Atlanta. And I got a couple people offering me they want to do a food truck with me, so I'm trying to figure out which route I want to take in this. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what I'm gonna do.
What's catering versus a food truck or what?
Yeah, catering versus food truck, because this would be like my first outgoing as like a caterer. I've done it before, but it's like it'd be like me, like personally, like getting my name out there. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, it's just all. I ain't gonna fucking sun you and some shit, but if you need like all the shit you need to help, it's in Atlanta, so I can't help you personally.
Right.
So you need to ask like if you need to borrow equipment or do any of that shit, I got you.
Right.
They ain't shit but a word, bro.
I most definitely appreciate that shit. But yeah, I'm just trying to it's 2021, I'm trying to walk through new doors, you know what I'm saying? Try something new in my life, you know what I'm saying? So that's really it, be open to everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Closed-minded to nothing, you know what I'm saying? You won't get nowhere being closed-minded, so it's like
make sure you get that fucking. I'm gonna tell you that. Learn from like experience. Make sure you get that fucking bag, bro. Up front, like if somebody asks you to do something, and then where I had struggles with, cause I'm like I like helping people out and fucking doing shit for them and shit. So it's like people ask me, and I'd be so excited that they asking me.
Right. Exactly.
Especially like my first couple catering gigs, like, oh shit, they asking me. I get to cook for somebody. Right. All this shit, and we in the service industry, so we serving them. And then you might have the urge to like be obligated to help them out. When it comes towards money, bro, that shit is expensive to have a thing catered. It's not really expensive. It's like shit costs a certain amount of money. And people where you might be afraid to ask, like, depending on how many people is there, asking for some bands for that shit.
Right.
From experience, I done lost thousands of dollars.
Can we get on the process of black folks? Please support black businesses the right way.
Yes, please.
Please.
And it's a cliche to be like, oh, people ask for deals from.
They do. It's not even a cliche. Motherfuckers really do. Like, I can tell you, bro, I charge $15 a head. That's the cheapest you're going to find anywhere.
That's more than cheap. That's like you cutting the
I'm cutting my shit down to like, I'm barely making a dime. And then you going to tell me, man, that's too much. Man, get the fuck away from me.
Right.
If you ain't about helping me grow and build so I can make you look good in your event, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
But you want to go to this motherfucker and spend 30 racks. Fuck you. You don't even have to give me a couple times.
When my shit twice as good.
Yeah, no, that shit just hit me because I just talked to you about that shit earlier. I was like, Motherfucker,
hurt his feelings.
And then you know what nigga trying to do.
He hit a spot.
No, I literally just like
he was. He talked about it earlier, bro.
Motherfucker trying to when it start off it's like, you know what, bro? I love black businesses. I love the help. I was like, oh yeah, cool. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I'm here for you. I'm here for service. At the end of the day, I'm a catering company and you're a client.
Right.
So I mean, it's good that you support.
I appreciate
people. I appreciate it, but at the end of the day, I'm here for the service. But he kind of going on this pro-black speech. Then I can kind of feel like, oh, this nigga about to ask for. He talking about the.
What's the movie, motherfucker? Hey, how much for one rib?
I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah, classic.
He said a rack of rib? No, just one rib.
Give me a squirt of pop in my hand.
Yeah. Put it in my hand, I can drink. Sip it out.
Hey, give me some water in my hand, I give you 10
That's the shit I'm talking
The
about.
thing that hit me though is like, he asked for a certain amount, like he asked for the price. I gave him how much it was gonna cost, and he's like, bro, I can't go over this. So I'm thinking in my head, like, I guess I can try to help you out. I mean, I am gonna probably get a lot of clientele off this gig.
Facts.
I just need enough money to pay my employees.
See, that's one thing. If I'm gonna get some clientele off of it, hell yeah, I'm gonna give you a
discount. And he talking about he gonna
price.
promote me, he gonna recruit
Exactly.
me.
If you can
But
guarantee
then-
3 gigs out there.
Yeah, but then like, I'm catering a bachelor party too, because it was like I got paid a certain number to do the bachelor party, the bachelorette party, and the wedding. And then when I'm at the bachelor party,
damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, one of the cousins, they talking about these niggas. I see niggas. Then I started seeing niggas pull up in some fucking foreign rentals and shit. I'm talking Maseratis and fucking.
So you
Bentleys
seeing
and
niggas
shit.
spending money, but
Niggas
ain't nobody got
spending
no money for
and
you.
then the crib we in on like a Drake video type shit. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I ain't tripping. But once I heard one of the cousins like, bro, for the week they spend like 30 bands for this bitch, bro. We got this Airbnb for the week. That motherfucker was like 30 bands. All this shit. I'm like, okay. Then they like the stripper asking for some money and shit. And then he's doing this. He's like, you know what, bitch? He said, you gotta stand over there. And you gotta sit on your knees. But I gotta throw this band at you. I gotta throw it at your forehead. You gotta catch it.
I would have threw my food at the ass.
That
Bitch!
shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny as hell. But I'm like, all this shit, the stripper getting
bread.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I'm getting crumbs. Stripper getting bread. Stripper got the whole goddamn loaf.
No. Yeah, I lost a couple bands on that shit. I lost friends and a couple bands off that shit. So, cause I holler at a nigga like
on that shit.
No, I holler at a nigga like, hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. The cost was a little bit more expected. My dumb ass trying to look out for other motherfuckers' wedding and shit. I had to pay for certain shit, unforeseen shit. Yada yada yada. And he like, yeah, bro, I gotta get my money, bro. I mean, I talked to my dad, and he told me I should get more money for this and all this. I was like, okay. Bro, I end up paying everybody because I ain't finna owe nobody.
Facts.
I'm gonna pay you right then and there. But I was like, you could have waited a fucking week.
Give me time. You see this nigga fuck me over.
And
I get that.
I'm paying y'all close to fucking $300 an hour to help me out.
$300 an hour?
Yeah.
Nigga, call me next time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh man, while we at that, let me remind y'all this is Room Service, the podcast, in case y'all didn't know.
We here. I love how you did that, but I'm like, motherfuckers over here telling me that we gotta wrap it up. So that's why I got up early. Motherfuckers over here.
All right, before we go, anybody got a class? First off, I want to tell, because I told you the story. I was about to tell you the story earlier, but you told me to stop it. But
what story?
People, family members that suffer from drug problems.
Oh.
It's not funny, but it's funny. Everybody.
If it's funny, I want you to say it, but I ain't trying to get super deep at the end of the show. I want to be live. I want to be very lively right now, nigga. I want niggas leave it on a hot note. Feeling good.
Right.
You about to get deep. That's why, we put the drug shit behind us. And this too shall pass. Look, you smoking on that square like an uncle that got a story to tell, for real.
He is an uncle.
I am.
He like, God damn,
I got like 15 nephews and nieces. I got a story about some funny shit about fighting and shit when I was younger. Cause I grew up, bro, like I grew up in middle class America, but right around 12, 13, shit happened while I was on my own and shit.
Yeah.
But I started getting in the streets and all that shit. But I got a story about getting jumped. That's funny as hell, and it's all the moral of the story. I'm gonna tell you right here.
I hear that Tyler Craig on there. And the moral of the
moral
story
of
is don't wake up light skinned.
The moral of the story, bro. You don't gotta every fight. Don't try to choose every fight just to be tough and shit. It's like some shit you can let shit slide.
Yeah.
So I had a story. I'm gonna tell you a story if y'all mind. My homie had hit me up. His brother just got locked up for some other shit, and then some niggas talking shit talking about his brother had paperwork and shit. Wasn't true. So he's like, fine, I'm going over there and hop on their ass. So he ended up getting jumped. So he called me to come pick him up. I roll over there. I roll over with African homie. Like only African I knew.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ass nigga.
We act like a nigga.
I get to play.
Like get it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Like this nigga, he wasn't a hood nigga like that. He grew up around us and shit. But this nigga, he worked on cars. He had worked on cars underneath his pops and shit. So this nigga was like, he was cool. So I was like, bro, just roll over with him. Rolled over there. I picked my homie up. They still arguing and shit up in the driveway. I told my homie I gotta hop out the car and shit, see what the fuck was good. I could tell they wasn't on shit for real. So he hop up in the car and we riding away. One of them niggas grabbed a fucking handful of gravel. The day after I got my first car, Mitsubishi Galant, 1997, a gold car. I was 15. I think I ain't had my license yet. Gold car. Then threw a handful of gravel on my shit. So, man, that motherfucker was clean, bro. I was riding down the street, bro. I hit the block, turned around. They was walking down the street as they did it. Bro, I pulled down this little fucked up ass road. I hop out the car. They come down the street to meet us and shit. We walking down. There's one nigga, he walking up to me, and then he got the shirt over his arm and shit, and going like this. He got the shirt, my bad. He got the shirt over.
Time to go, mama call.
He got the shirt over his hand like this motherfucker got a pistol on him and shit. I could tell, like, nigga, if you had that shit, you would have had it out.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you trying to scare me.
You walked up with that bitch, bro. I'm walking down on your ass.
So I'm like, which one of y'all motherfuckers threw that shit in my car? He was like, I did. And as he walking up, we still meeting each other, bro. This is part of being light-skinned growing up. Always have to swing first. You gotta show a motherfucker. Have to swing first, bro. I swung on the niggas, hit him. We get the tussling box, and then the African nigga. I see him in the background. There's like 4 of them. I see him in the background with 2 motherfuckers choking. This is crazy. This is African shrimp. He a pure blood. Toby Bryant, what I call him. He's always wearing Laker jersey.
He had superpowers.
Yeah, he always wore Laker jersey. I called him Toby Bryant. He choking one nigga and hitting the other nigga on the ground. I said, God damn, he whooping his ass. Nigga acting like he had the pistol. I'm on top of him. Such and such, bro. I come down on this nigga. I'm doing push up on his face. Come down, smack the dude.
Goddamn cigarette smoke.
My fault. Thought we all ruled for Newport and all that shit.
No, man, I did.
Anyway, we get to scrapping. The dude that threw the rocks immediately. This nigga got up. Everybody about to leave and shit. He go to the middle of the street. The street fucked up. So it's like asphalt and bricks all in the middle of the street. This nigga picked some shit up the size of a pizza. Big ass piece of asphalt. Come running towards my car. In my head, I'm like, bro, please just don't hit my car, bro.
I thought he was about to take out the back window. Poof!
No, the driver window. Hit that motherfucker. Bro, my homie, I was just stuck. My homie got he picked up a brick, tried to smack him in his forehead. Luckily, dude ducked and hit him. Anyway, we took off. Later on that day, it's like 40 motherfuckers in the middle of the street. We drive. My homie's like, hey, bro, some niggas just jumped my little brother. Picked me up, kind of in the same neighborhood. The one DT was in the Heights, the other side of town. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull down on you. I see like 40 motherfuckers in the street. I ain't paying no mind to that. I ain't doing like them the niggas that jumped his little brother.
Yeah. So
I pull up. I'm like, it's some little niggas in front of the house that we gotta pick them up from. I was like, let me park down the street. Just so a motherfucker I don't want my car to get involved no more. I was already damaged. I was hurt.
already got $450 worth of damages on this motherfucker.
No, so I parked down the street, and as my homies, I dropped them off in front of the house. They walked to the crib. as I'm walking down the street and walking to the house, them 40 motherfuckers that was down the street, they now in front of that house.
40?
40.
You got jumped by 40 niggas?
Let me tell you. So,
he got
it's
jumped
a
by a
nigga-
pack of niggas.
No assumption on the 40. He keeps saying 40, so it's 40.
bro, it was a group. Let's
Bro,
say
you
at the
say
least,
group.
it was fucking. I felt like it was 60.
I got jumped by a pack of niggas.
Nah,
You said I felt like
it was like the whole neighborhood, goddammit. But I went out the bro. I met. They basically met me at the house we was going to, and I could see these niggas like as I'm walking up, they yelling at the house. I was like, these niggas are jumped this up. I'm like, all right. So I gotta be kind of ready and shit. So I'm walking up. I'm about to go head towards the steps. I see a nigga in the middle of the crowd. Same nigga I got the fight with earlier. He pointed at me, said, he barely could talk. That's the nigga right there. I was like, shit. And I'm sitting there. I remember because he had polo boots on and some dreads. Nigga, bro, they fucking surrounding my ass by the steps.
Yeah, pull up those. I can reenact it.
Yeah.
Right now. Hey, bro. Hey, that nigga go right there.
Yeah.
That nigga go.
So I walk. I'm in between there's some steps that go up to a porch on the side of the house. I'm in between. They surrounding my ass. So it's a bunch, and it's like it's this big ass. This is one. These was teenagers and shit. We all were little, but it's this big ass nigga. He like the pack leader and shit. They following him. He like, no, what's up? We about to hop on your ass. And then, bro, I see my nigga, my homeboy. He ran in the house. I was like. I said, God damn, this nigga.
That wasn't your homeboy. That nigga ran in the house and locked the door.
No, let me finish the story. Then the other nigga I came and picked up that got the fighting over his brother, he was on the porch and shit. So he was already, he looked like, I ain't know if he's gonna help me or not. He stayed on the porch, the other nigga ran in the house. So I'm sitting there like, fuck. That nigga ran in the house and I see the big nigga like, what's up? All this shit. And I was like, bro, they about to hop on my ass anyway? Bro. Still, that light skin shit, gotta swing first. They know I'm light skin or not. Swing first, you about to get jumped back in the days, like, bro.
Let me get as many as I can get.
Hell yeah.
I swung on the big nigga and hit him, bro. They swarm of bees on my ass. Luckily, it's so many motherfuckers, bro.
They're hitting each other.
Yeah, nobody can get a clean hit. Everybody trying to, so they kind of like just kind of roughed me up a little. Ain't nobody getting no clean, like, bitch. Bro, but only one nigga got a clean hit on me. I saw all these feet and shit coming through the crowd, and I see one polo boot. Cock back, that motherfucking polo boot.
Come back in frame.
I see one polo boot fucking swing back. It was the duck looking boots. That polo boot hit me right in the middle of my forehead. But my nigga that ran in the house.
You make that sound too?
Nah. Whatever. I made the words. I didn't know what the fuck.
So he made that.
Nah, but the nigga kicked me in my shit. I was like, he got his lick back. But the nigga that ran in the house earlier, he came outside with a motherfucking Remy bottle. Y'all know how thick Remy bottles is?
Oh yeah, you ain't breaking.
This motherfucker jumped off the porch. The big nigga that was like the ring looking, he was like 300. Came off the porch, smacked the nigga in the forehead. They scattered like roaches.
Shit.
This motherfucker wiped his forehead like this. He was dark too. Nigga was dark skinned. Wiped his forehead like this. A fucking flap of skin went like this. All that you can see like his skull on his forehead. Everybody like backed the fuck up. And then some old ass nigga with a square in his mouth came out with a little pistol like, y'all get the fuck from in front of my house.
So you saw your future.
Yeah, bro. That nigga flat fucking opened up on this shit. Everybody scattered like, so that's what I'm saying. Pick your fucking battles. I could have let that shit go with the pebbles.
You could have, but like you said, everybody was darker than you. He had to prove himself.
Proof point.
He had to prove himself.
Elder Barge.
Yeah.
They from
Biv and the bow over here.
I would say I know somebody that used to date Elder Barge. I ain't gonna say my mom like that.
Oh my God. And that's what we're gonna say.
And that's how we gonna end this
Service,
shit.
the
This is room
podcast.
service. I'm biggz, bigga.
I'm your boy Votti Mo.
I'm Chef Bailey, Marky Mark, white boy.
We gonna get him a better name.
Yeah,
But we out.
yeah, we out.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, that fucking.